I'm going to do some leaves, and I'm going to show you how to do those. And it's just, all it is, again, it's just a straight stitch, so it's really not a whole lot to it, but I think it's fun. I find this very fun because I do. I'm going to work on this little beak, and let's get it up closer for you to see. So there's what you have to do is you have to do one end, and then do the bottom, and then do the top. Or let's see, I can get. Try to get it where I can get it in here. I'm going to start at the top and come down. Sorry, I have to get it where I can hold it. And this, I'm just doing a satin stitch with this. So. And that's part of my beak. That's the upside down side. Okay, so I'm coming back at the top. I'm going to have to fill in some here, I know. So that's okay. I'm just trying to get a straight line. And when I say that, there's still a couple of spots over here on there. Before I get really started, but it's just little spots that has to be filled in with stitch. I did the third one, and then I had to go back and fill in with 2 more. Now I can start doing my satin stitch this way. The pillowcases want to ball up on me here. There's my little beak. I can't remember where I got this soup. I don't remember if I got it at Hobby Lobby or Joann's. They don't make them quite as wide as they used to. This one is different, but I like it because you can tighten it up easy. And but you can buy these. I've gotten some flatter ones, but they're cheaper made. But this one's a pretty good. I like that really. Like I said, it tightens it up pretty good. Okay, what's happened here is my thread has gotten loose. And it's making a little loop up here. So all I'm going to do, and it's not going to hurt that I'm using orange thread because I'm underneath. I'm just going to come in here and kind of loop it. And then just tie it off where it won't be able to pull out again because it's sewing. You know, even with a machine, if you did something with a machine, the machine's gonna mess up sometimes and not be perfect. So, and you can see that took care of that. So it's this one. It took care of that, and so it's not poking up again. And then here's my flower. And so what? I'm just doing these little pieces, stems in here. I'm doing them a light blue. And it's just a, it's just a straight stitch. And some of them so short, I just do one single stitch. Right here, I'm just going to do one single stitch. And then I come over to the next, run it through. Now this one's going to be 2. And this one's going to be 2. So I'm coming to the middle, coming back over here. Yeah, okay, so you say that didn't look right, but it was just that other one. And then finish up my stitch. I'm coming, see where I'm coming in the line. Whoops. I've got 1/8 of an inch back here, and then I'm coming through on the other side of that thread, 1/8 of an inch. Pull, go back to my thread, go down, and go to the end. I'm sorry. I'm trying to show you, and I'm trying to get my hand out of the way. And that is the inside of the flower. So all of them's going to be done like that. So now I'm going to do this little flower here, and I'm just doing the loops around it. It'll look like that when I get through with it, and it's just straight stitch. So what I'm going to do is come out a little piece and go in my center. See where I got my needle? And I got the 1/8 of an inch there, and then I'm going to go in right here. And all these are going to make a little center point right there. All that's going to make a center point. As you can see, they all come to the center right there. That loop's done. I'm going into the next loop. And can you see that little center? I'm trying to come up right there is the center. And that's where I'm going in. I'm going to pull it. All of them will be at the center. Now I'll show you what I did. You know, these are stamped on here. They're not supposed to get wet. Well, I'll show you this one earlier. I think you can see it. Not here. I'll have to show you in a little bit if I can think about it. But it got wet, so it was a little harder to read it. And I mean, not read it, but see it. And so I had to kind of watch it. I don't know how it got wet. Was it? Maybe when I was drinking something, my hands were wet or something. This is where I want to show you if I can get this adjusted. But there, when I pull this one through, that's not it. When I pull this one through, there's an extra little string right there. And so what I'm going to do is just pull that up and pull it, and it's still not. So what I got to do is try to get that little loop out of there. And it's just a little string. And that's where I'll take my needle down to the bottom, and then I'm going to pull take my fingers, and I'm just going to pull my thread like I showed you before to get that little loop out. And then we're back to sewing this one, and there's the little flower. Make sure I'm getting that here. So this is our little flower here. And I'm just going to turn that over. So we did some embroidering, we did some cross stitching, running stitches, and satin stitch. I'll show you. Both the pillowcases finished now. Let's see if I can show you right here. Right in here. You can see it. See how that's really blue there? That's where it had gotten wet. I'm trying to see if it, there we go. It's really blue in there. Now, when I wash this, that blue's going to come off anyway. But I didn't want it to smear like that while I was working on it, but it did. But I just love that because it looks, I'm going to show it to you. I just love that because it looks like when you're looking at it, that's just popping out off the pillowcases. But that, oops, wrong way. That's the pillowcases. I got both of them done. That was my reward, as you remember, my reward for walking 50 miles. And my little red birds in remembrance of Randy. So, I have to say, I'm quite proud of myself. It's my first sewing project in 9 months that I actually started and finished, because I just don't have the desire that I once had. So I hope you learned something. I hope you want to get to embroidering. And I don't know if I told you about the needles, but the needles are, you can get embroidery ones, and they'll have a bigger eye so that you can get the 3 strings in, or 2 strings, whatever you need to do. So, but I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, I hope you'll get to sewing. Take care, and God bless.